All right, a palindrome. Today we're doing palindromes. So it's comment, Mr. Hayes, day 12 palindromes. Today's 9/2/22. So step one, explain what a palindrome is. So you can look at my thing. Palindrome is a word or expression that reads the same forwards and backwards. Okay, so I've said what we're doing. I'm going to print a blank line because that was a lot of text. Ask the user to enter phrase. Okay, so I don't say this, but I do say that you can tell we're doing a loop. How do we know we're doing a loop? Well, look at the sample output. Let's begin. Please enter text. Da, 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 and it just repeats. So because we're repeating, we're going to say while true. And now we're going to ask the user to enter a phrase. Phrase equals input. Please enter a phrase. Leave blank to quit. Okay, that's what I want you to do. This is part of the requirements for today, that if they don't enter anything, we're going to quit. This is instead of saying, would you like to run again? So we can check if phrase is equal to empty quotes. So that's not quotes with a space, that's empty quotes. That means they entered nothing. Then we say, thanks, okay, goodbye. And then we say break. Okay, so now we've taken care of if they don't want to do it, they just enter nothing. In fact, let's test the program so far. If I enter something, it comes back around. It's not checking if it's a palindrome yet, but if I enter nothing, it says, okay, goodbye. Okay, so now we're back here. Make a copy of the phrase in a new variable. Okay, I'm going to say new phrase equals phrase dot lower. So I'm making a lowercase version of phrase. And then I'm going to say new phrase equals new phrase. I'm supposed to replace all spaces with nothing. I have to remove the spaces. So this is a space. We're searching for spaces. We're replacing spaces with nothing. And now I want you to make a reversed copy of the phrase. Reversed equals new phrase. And the way you do this is square brackets, colon, colon, -1. And I know that's just a mystery. It's a mystery to me as well. But that makes a string, a piece of text reversed. And then I want you to print out the lowercase and space-free version and the reverse version. So we're going to print all three versions. And so that'll be... I'm going to say I'm going to put a little space here. Original, comma, new phrase. The space-free version, print no spaces. This is, I can't really print the original, so I'm going to print the phrase. This is without spaces. And that's new phrase. And then I'm going to print the reversed. Because I want things to line up, I'm going to put a space here, and that way they'll print out nicely. And then check if the copy and the reverse copy are the same and report your results. So if new phrase equal reversed, print reversed, let's do phrase is a palindrome. Else print phrase is not a palindrome. Exclamation point on that one. All right, enter a phrase. Kayak. Kayak is a palindrome. Okay, so couple things. I think I want to have a space here. I have to do it like that to line it up. And I also want a blank line before the next one runs. So now we're going to run it again. Kayak. Kayak is a palindrome. And notice it works even if some of my letters are uppercase and some are not. And then we've got taco, cat. Notice what that tests is whether it works if there's a space in there. I mean, you could also enter K-A-Y-A-K, kayak, put a space in there. That should also work because we're ignoring spaces. And Uzi, rat in a sanitary zoo, believe it or not, is also a palindrome. And then watch, if I hit enter, it should say, okay, goodbye. And now again, just like we did on the quadratic formula program, I'm asking you to test it. And I want to see tests where you test upper and lowercase versions and things with spaces in them. This is all sufficient. Select it all here, right click, copy. Then you come over here, hit enter a couple times, get over to the far left, type 3 quotes, 1, 2, 3, and it actually gives you 6. I don't know why, and then Control V, paste. And notice what we end up with is we have 3 quotes, and then we have our whole test log, and then we have 3 quotes at the end. And you can backspace that little character. That's this little caret thing. Anyway, before you go, run it again and make sure you didn't just break your program. Yeah, so because sometimes when you're pasting the test proof in there, you don't get the quotes right, and then it's broken. So you don't want to turn in a broken program. Okay, so then there are extensions. If you're finished early, you can either make up old work or you can do some of the extensions. And that is the assignment for today.